Parak 2, Mishnah 5, page 550 in the Eretz Siddur. Hillel says, Al tifrosh min hatzibur. Don't separate yourself from the community. Ve'al ta'amin ba'atzmecha ad yom moscha. Don't separate yourself from a community. Don't think that you can stand as a das yachid and everyone else does it one way and you want to do it a different way. And I don't need you guys. I can make it on my own. Right? Don't believe in yourself to the day you die, because you don't know whether you're going to make it. Right? You know, there's the story of the Kohen Gadol, who was Kohen Gadol for 80 years. In his 81st year, he became a tzeduki. He lost it. Right? You have guys who run their whole lives, right? And then they break. A friend, a person who was in the community, who was working towards Shabbos and towards Frumkeit and towards everything, and couldn't find a husband and couldn't start a life, and met a guy from the outside world, and she's gone. Because in the end, she chose the husband over the Torah. You don't know what your challenges are. You don't know how you're going to react. When push comes to shove, when the wall, when you hit the wall, it's easy for me to say, I'm going to be just fine. It's a question about stability. And don't judge that other guy until you've stood in his place. Right? It's easier for me to look at you and say, you're a loser. What a weak guy you are. How could you possibly do this? You don't know what you would do. Which means it's not your place to look at what that is. This is not my role. I'm part of the kahila. I'm supposed to be working. Right? This guy is a guy who's separating himself out. First he says, I'm a das yachid, I do it my own way. Then he's got confidence in himself that I'm perfect, I'm indestructible, I'll never make a mistake. And you're a loser. Right? You're a failure. You couldn't do it. You couldn't pull it together. Until I've stood, I don't know what your challenges are. Right? And I frankly I don't want to face your challenges. He says, "Al Tomar, don't say davar she'i afshar lishmoa." Don't say a thing. This is especially appropriate for our generation. Don't say a thing that's going to stay secret forever. It's okay. It's secret forever. No one will ever hear. No one will ever find out. Right? It won't come out. So shesofo, right? V'hishamah. Eventually, everything comes out. I always think it's amazing that guys, that you'll do something horrible and trust another horrible person to keep your secret. Right? If the guy's willing to do such, if he's willing to be your cohort in murder, you're going to trust him not to tell on you? How often do guys get ratted out? Nowadays, everything you've ever done in your life is showing up on Facebook anyways. Right? Don't say it thinking it's going to stay a secret. Don't destroy yourself. Don't embarrass yourself. There's nothing that stays hidden. Ve'al tomar l'she'etna eshna shemar lo tipaneh. So this is the one I mentioned before. This is the one in some ways lately hits me the hardest. Don't say, when I have time, I'll learn. I'll get to it. Because maybe you never will. Right? One day they'll pick you up and they'll say, sir, get your affairs in order. Right? You have 90 days. You have 180 days. Wrap it up. And they're not going to be a pleasant 180 days. When I watched my father go in one day, he walked with me to the car, right, to go see his oncologist, and we used a cane to get from the car in, and a walker to get back from the appointment to the car, and my brothers and I kind of half carried him into the house, and he went in bed, and he never got up. And he went, literally from walking to bedridden over the course of 6 hours, right? You think I got all the time in the world. My father, when we were losing, those final months, he wouldn't let them give him morphine. He wouldn't let them put him to sleep. Because he said, I don't know how many more minutes I have. I'm not going to let you put me to sleep. Right? We think that we have all the time in the world. I've been thinking about doing this, putting these missions on tape, putting these missions in a book for decades. And I've never gotten to it. Because, I'll get to it eventually. Certain things remind you that there may not be an eventually. So, get to it.